अस्सलाम वालेकुम। प्रोग्राम एम्बेसी रोड में खुश आमदीद। नाज़रीन, आज का ये प्रोग्राम, इसमें हमारे मेहमान हैं पाकिस्तान में रोमानिया के सफ़ीर एम्यूल योन, और इनके बारे में मैं आपको बताता चलूं कि ये उस बदकिस्मत हेलीकॉप्टर में थे जो चंद रोज़ पहले शुमाली इलाकों में नलतर के मुकाम पर हादसा का शिकार हुआ, और इसमें मजमूई तौर पर 7 अफराद जाँ बाक हुए, जिनमें 2 सफ़ीर नॉर्वे और फ़िलिपाइन के सफ़ीर भी थे। उसके अलावा इंडोनेशिया और इंडोनेशिया के सफ़ीर की बेगम भी उसमें जहाँ बाक हुई। ये एक बड़ा जानका हादसा था, और ये सफारतकार वहाँ पे नलतर में गए थे ताकि वहाँ पर एक स्कीइंग रिज़ॉर्ट है जो पाकिस्तान फ़ज़ाइया का है, वहाँ पे एक चेयर लिफ्ट की तनसीब होनी थी। वज़ीर आज़म ने इनको मदऊ किया था, और ये सफ़रा, ये जो डिप्लोमेट्स हैं, इस तकरीब में शिरकत के लिए गए थे। लेकिन जो तीसरा हेलीकॉप्टर था, बदकिस्मती से वो हादसे का शिकार हुआ, और हमारे आज के मेहमान रोमानिया के सफ़ीर उस हेलीकॉप्टर में मौजूद थे जो हादसे का शिकार हुआ, लेकिन ये मौजज़ाना तौर पर बच गए। हम इनसे पूछेंगे कि इनका तजर्बा क्या था, इन्होंने क्या देखा, और जो कहानियाँ या अफवाहें इस हादसे के बारे में जन्म ले रही हैं और फैलती रही हैं, उनके बारे में भी हम इनसे इस्तफसारात करेंगे। Thank you, Ambassador, for joining us in this program. It's a great pleasure to see you again, hale and hearty. You were in that helicopter which crashed at Naltar in the northern areas of Pakistan. Could you please share your experience with us, how it happened?
So, my friend, thank you so much. I'm happy because I have another opportunity to see you in my office. Now, after this tragic accident, this tragedy, crash helicopters, so I would like to thank you also because you are the first TV channels which found little time to come to see me in my office. Before to share my assessment and my comments about what happened with this tragic accident, I would like to convey my full condolences to the family of my 2 colleagues, Ambassador of Norway, Ambassador of Philippines, and also to Ambassador of Indonesia, and
whose wife has died.
Indonesia, Malaysia, whose wife or 2 wives passed away in this
tragic accident.
Secondly, I will just before I talk with my friend Andrzej, Ambassador of Poland, I would like to, because I know the professionalism and friendship, love, care from Pakistani doctors, I wish that Ambassador of Poland has his wife understood they are already in their residence in Islamabad, Ambassador of Netherlands, and this morning I hear that it's okay, but it's in Netherlands, and Ambassador of Malaysia and Ambassador of Indonesia will recover very quickly and join us in Islamabad with our purpose to promote bilateral relations between our countries and your countries. Also, let me to thanks to the Prime Minister of Pakistan, leadership of Army, Air Force, leadership of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Sartaj Aziz, Tariq Fatemi, and Foreign Secretary that I met them at our arrival at the airport on Saturday. Many thanks for assistance, friendship, love, care extended to us, to all ambassadors, group of ambassadors, and also I have a special award for the chief of protocol, Ambassador Moin. He deserves a lot of applause. He was all time around us with the love, with the care, with friendship. He was a man who he gave us encouragement after this tragic accident. And one special thanks to Aziz Boulani. He was the first who came on the ground and met me and he said, good to see you, Emilian, with a huge tears in his eyes. I was very impressed. Also, I would like to thank to the medical team and at the Gilgit military hospital. I was there for a few times for their professionalism, for their care during my stay in hospital. It's a tragic accident, tragedy for the Pakistani people as a whole nation, for the Pakistani authorities, civilian, military, also for us, diplomatic community.
Ambassador, there is a theory taking round that this was not an accident. You know, some terrorist organizations like Taliban, they claim that they hit the helicopter. You were in that helicopter. What is your take on this?
So, I'm not specialist. I don't have any connection with civilians. But after what I spent, what I saw inside the helicopter during the crash, after, my full confidence is that other technical problems. Few moments after the accident, Friday evening, I talked with my foreign minister. He asked me the same question. I was very, very clean. I told him the same. It's a technical fault. And also on Sunday, because, you know, it's normal. Sunday, all Romanian media and all Romanian national TV channels, they call me, I say the same. So what I can tell you, I am sure.
It was an accident.
Accident because of technical problems. I am very sure that Pakistani authorities, with their professionalism, with their expertise, skills, in the context general of the situation in your country, they will quickly give the conclusion. But
of the inquiry which is being held into this accident.
Yes, and I am sure and witness this is my conclusion of the technical accident.
Master, could you tell us what was the reason that you went to Naltar and Gilgit and that northern area? Was it planned much before, or it was just planned a couple of days back, or it was the Prime Minister of Pakistan who invited you to join him for the inauguration of the chairlift that was to be installed at Naltar? So
let me be very sincere, honest, and clean on such a subject. So, as you know, I'm here since 2009. I'm among the most senior ambassadors in the country.
6 years.
Already 6 years. I travel a lot in your country. Your country is very beautiful. God bless you with a huge natural
beauty, yes.
Resources, beauty, nice landscape, and human resources. So for me, for another colleague, was a wish to visit the beauty of Gilgit, Baltistan. 3 years ago was something happened in this area, a terrorist attack. And this area of Gilgit-Baltistan is very well known and appreciated by the climbers and the people who like to
the mountaineers go there.
So from Romania only continue to come. I hope they will continue also to come after this tragic event. So it was our wish as ambassador to go to visit this area. Understood through the discussion between the Dean of Diplomatic Corps, Foreign Affairs, and officials. So it was the idea also, good idea, to meet Prime Minister there on the ground, around the table, lunch, working lunch, also to talk together as ambassador of some different countries, because if you look, the group, they are have been ambassadors from all geographical continents, to see what we can do together to promote our bilateral relation with your country. So this was, in fact, our purpose. This was our target to meet local authorities in this area from Gilgit-Baltistan. Also, we have been very happy about the news that Prime Minister will join us and to meet him. There was a schedule to meet him in the afternoon after our arrival to meet the Prime Minister.
Ambassador, could you share us the moments when this tragedy occurred? What was your feeling? I mean, did you think that this is the last minute of your life, or you still had hope that you could survive because there is somebody more powerful to protect you?
So what I can tell you, I have in my mind all pictures, all mementos that I spent when I was in the helicopters, before the crash, after, and as I underline to my friends, to Romanian national media and TV channels, even to Pakistani media, I was a lucky man, saved by miracle, by the love of the God. So now I can say it was my challenge, biggest challenge, provocation of my life so far. Now I am a new man. Maybe the God has a plan with me. Maybe I have another work to do, to fulfill. So I am very happy that by miracle, by the wish, love of the God. So now I feel more protected by God than before. Come back to the moment. It was something I cannot delete from my mind. So after takeoff, I was because as you know, all ambassadors have been distributed by alphabetical order in 4 military helicopters. I was distributed with my friends, colleagues, and helicopter number 3. After takeoff, let's say 10, 12 minutes, because I understood the distance between Gilgit and the location, around 30, 35, 40 kilometers, so I don't know how long take for helicopters. But after 10, 12 minutes, I was there because I was in front side of helicopter, so this side was a cockpit with the two piloted mechanic. Near me was because I sit near the door. Yeah. Near me was a military officer, me, and another civilian, Pakistani civilian, and the rest, because in helicopter have been 2 sides. Yeah. One long bench with some ambassador, another bench is another rest of the ambassador. I posted this side. In front of me was ambassador of Poland. When I saw this was the direction, helicopter started to go to this left side. After that, I don't know how many seconds, but not too many, started to do this quickly, puff, crash. So I think the crash of helicopter was maybe, as I said, I'm not specialist, but it was not too high, maybe less, I'm sure, less or below 10 meters, because helicopter crash came down, and because I'm a second who stepped out, when I put my foot on the grass, so it was directly on the land.
Very interesting, Ambassador. I have to take a short break, and we'll continue with this account that you have told us and you have shared with our viewers. This is very interesting, exciting, and it is going to send a great message to our viewers. नाज़रीन, एक मुख्तसर ब्रेक लेते हैं. ब्रेक से वापसी के बाद हम पाकिस्तान में रोमानिया के सफ़ीर से वो हमें बता रहे हैं कि किस तरह नलतर में हेलीकॉप्टर जो है, मिलिट्री हेलीकॉप्टर, उसका क्रैश हुआ और वो आखिरी लम्हे क्या थे, कैसे थे, इस पे वो हमें बता रहे हैं. हम ये गुफ्तगू का सिलसिला इस ब्रेक के बाद दोबारा शुरू करें. वेलकम बैक. नाज़रीन, हमारी बातचीत हो रही है पाकिस्तान में रोमानिया के सफ़ीर से, जो कि मौजूदा तौर पर उस हेलीकॉप्टर के हादसे में महफूज रहे जो कि नलतर के मुकाम पर हादसे का शिकार हुआ और उसमें 2 सफ़रा जाँ बहक हुए और 2 सफ़ीरों, इंडोनेशिया और मलेशिया के सफ़ीरों की बेगमात जो हैं उसमें जाँ बहक हुई. उस हादसे के हवाले से रोमानिया के सफ़ीर हमें बता रहे हैं कि आखिरी लम्हों में क्या हुआ. Yes, Ambassador, you were telling us that the helicopter started spinning
like this, around as a cycle, very quickly. So few seconds, maybe 20 seconds, but not more, like this, and crash on the ground. So when he started to do something, so it's normal. In a helicopter, some ladies started to cry. Okay, I remember that I was thrown at my right side on the ground. I took my knee to protect my face like this, came like this, and after I don't know, a few seconds, I realized that I'm alive. So I stand up. I saw here, I feel some pain, and I saw standing the husband of Lebanese ambassador. This gentleman understood he's a aviator, he's a pilot. He started to ask, open the door. Here I understood already a visit. I met him in the hospital, military man from inside. With a huge effort, he succeeded to open the door. I step out, I check myself. It's a natural thing. I check, I saw I'm not, so I don't have an injury. I can walk. Little bit from helicopter, I saw smoke, huge smoke, and flame started. Yes. Maybe because open the door, open door, oxygen came, helped to to fire,
to inflame
inflame too much. After that, I go there. I saw lying on the grass as a Lebanese man. I talk with him. I was okay. After that was my first wish to come back and to the helicopter, because I left inside my friends, my colleagues. And towards the helicopter, I met South African ambassador. I saw walk slowly. I asked, it's okay. He said, some pain. It's okay. After him, I saw my friend, Netherlands ambassador, face bar and 2 legs below the knee with huge
bruises on it.
Yes. But local people, they came quickly around. I asked them, go to save the people inside. They offer me seats for South African also, and they came with, you have this, your bed, mobile bed, we call jarpai, something. Put it, lay the Netherlands ambassador. After that, I should appreciate military people, medical team, they came, they surrounded the helicopters, and people, they didn't allow me to
go back to the helicopter.
They took us for checking some treatment on the grass near the forest. So from there, I saw operation for sauvetage and the rest of the ambassadors. And at the end, they took us with small helicopters, 3 people, me, South African and Lebanese. We go to the military hospital. People, they check us. After that, I realized that I'm a good health. I left the bed. I go around. I met, first of all, ambassador of Malaysia. I talk with him. He was a barn face and face barn, and he was concerned about the situation with his wife, Near him was this military with both hands bandage. So the man, I suppose the man who succeeded to open the door, maybe was burned because I saw South African and a Polish friend. We go to another building. I met the Lebanese man. So good situation.
The Lebanese man was the husband of the Lebanese ambassador. Yeah, she was also there.
Yes, I want to tell you something. So as I said, they distributed us in 4 helicopters. I understood that by gesture of the Prime Minister, before as airport, they shift 4 ambassador females, ambassador of France, ambassador of Austria, ambassador of Canada, and ambassador of Lebanon to the Prime Minister helicopters. They take off before my helicopters. But ambassador of Lebanese and her husband, ambassador of Canada, were distributed my helicopter. So husband remain alone, and Madame Ambassador shift to another helicopter.
Ambassador, these are the very momentous moments of your life. They are very memorable moments of your life. So, as you said that it was a miracle that you are alive today. Couple of your colleagues died. The wives of the 2 ambassadors also passed away. And before we talked, before we started this show formally, you were telling me of the dream that you had some time back about this accident. Could you share that dream with our viewers?
Indeed, if you want to share, I can share. So, 1.5 months ago, I had a very interesting dream. During the night, during my sleep, so I was in my bed, normal, dark room. I was lay like this in bed, this is the position of the bed. I saw in this direction a huge window with sunny skin, but during the dream something like shaken. When I said, oh my God, it's earthquakes. Very, very quickly,
huge
faster.
Earthquake, shaking everything.
And during the dream I saw, as I said, huge with the sky, and I saw bricks near the building, and I saw also trees with the leaves, and I saw the window and the sky, and after that, at near my legs, I saw a man sat full while dressed, and with this white hat. So in my mind, during the dream, was a priest. And so I saw, oh my God, I'm in front of, here with me is Pope Francis. He didn't look to me, but was not said. I saw from profile his face. I started to thank to him. I remember what I said because I cannot forget. Father, thank you so much. You are the strongest. And I love you, Father, so much. But also, I like so much life on the ground. And after that, I saw he's looking in this direction, another corner of the room, and was there a screen or TV with a white screen, and I saw two figures, 30. But I didn't retain if it was a 3-0 or 30. So quickly I called someone in Romania to ask about it. So after two, 3 times that I repeated what happened, so mentioned to me is envoy, angel of God. So message it says that God is with you. So maybe we cannot know to give good interpretation of such dreams, such signals. But what I can tell you is this dream was before my previous trip by helicopters to Peshawar. It's another group of ambassadors
to visited the army public school.
To pay tribute to the teacher, to the student at the public army school. And frankly speaking, I was hesitated in the morning to go or not. Finally, I decided to go. Because if you remember, 3 years ago was another trip organized by Chamber of Commerce and Industry from Lahore with ambassador to Skardu. So because as I said, you have a very beautiful landscape. This area as ambassador, during your activity, it's good opportunity to meet official authorities and also to see on the ground the beauty of the country.
To go and see the natural beauty.
Yes, I had another dream, was the departure of the Saturday morning, but Friday morning, I didn't, no dream, but I didn't feel very well to go. I came to my office, I called my secretary, I said, Alina, do you want to go? Of course, ambassador. But I go with my husband because her husband was my deputy. Okay, go. I talked with my friend at that time, president of Chamber of Commerce. He agreed. So I didn't go. They went because in this area, whether it's a man factor, sometimes you can land, sometimes you cannot.
Sometimes it is very hostile and you cannot go.
Take off. So I understood instead to stay 2 days, they've been obliged because of the weather to stay 5 days. So it's happened, but I'm a lucky man, as I said, and I'm a newborn, and I also...
Yes, God has given you new life,
new life,
of life.
Maybe with a new plan. So I will see, I'm ready to fulfill his plan, and with more strength and more commitment as ambassador, as human beings. But I want to thank from both of my heart to the Pakistani friends. I receive a lot of message of friendship, of love, of care from Pakistani friends, because as I said, I am here
for the last 6 years.
Years.
So, Ambassador, we'll take another short break and we'll continue this interesting and exciting account that you are giving to our viewers.
You are the first TV channels.
Thank you, Ambassador.
That I'm very open also regarding some personal dreams.
Thank you. नाज़रीन, एक मुख्तसर ब्रेक लेते हैं. ब्रेक से वापसी के बाद हम पाकिस्तान में रोमानिया के सफ़ीर से मज़ीद बातचीत करेंगे. वो हमें बता रहे हैं कि नलतर में जो हेलीकॉप्टर को हादसा पेश आया, उन्होंने क्या देखा, क्या महसूस किया, उनका तजर्बा क्या था, इस पे वो हमें बता रहे हैं. वेलकम बैक. हमारे इस शो में आज मेहमान हैं पाकिस्तान में रोमानिया के सफ़ीर, जो हमें बता रहे हैं कि उस बदकिस्मत हेलीकॉप्टर के आखिरी लम्हों में जब वो हादसे का शिकार हुआ तो क्या हुआ था. उन्होंने ये बताया कि कुछ अर्सा पहले, करीबन 1.5 माह पहले, उन्होंने ख्वाब देखा था जिसमें कि उन्होंने महसूस किया कि एक ज़लज़ला आ रहा है और उस ज़लज़ले में आ गए थे, लेकिन किसी ने उनको मौज़ाना तौर पर बचा लिया. Yes, Ambassador, you were narrating your dream that you dreamed about a month and a half back, and then you could you relate that dream to what happened immediately or during that accident?
So when I stepped out, so as I said, I met friends, and also I saw the local military, and they took care of my colleagues in helicopters with evacuation. So they offered me the seat, chairs. I sit there. So immediately I didn't realize any connection. But later on, maybe 1 hour after, in my mind suddenly became the dream.
That picture reappeared.
The dream. And I compare. I saw position of helicopters before burning. So I saw its backside was near the building from bricks, because all of the building bricks, and I saw trees behind the helicopters, and connecting with fact that I'm alive, I escaped. So I said, this was a dream. But as I said, at that time, okay, for Romania, when I call, was a conclusion that it's an angel, it's an envoy of the God with message for you. So God will be with you. So I say, thanks to God. So you loved me so much. You have a plan. I'm ready to fulfill your plan, to commit, and to act as ambassador of my country, Romania, to promote relation with your country.
Ambassador, after this tragic accident and after you have been saved by God and you have been saved through a miracle, do you intend to go back? I mean, this accident, this tragedy, in any way is forcing you or is compelling you to think to go back to your country or to remain here and to serve and complete your tenure?
So I'm here, and from a physical and mental point of view, I'm very okay. I'm here in your countries, and I had another opportunity to fly. I was in Peshawar, and Peshawar is Swat Valley. We had a meeting of all European Union member state ambassador here. I was with a military helicopter at the time during the Mr. Gilani as Prime Minister.
Yes.
As I mentioned, after that I was in Peshawar. Now was my wish to visit this beauty of Gilgit-Baltistan.
Northern areas.
Of north areas, because all people they visit, but many from Romania, they told me it's a very nice area, so it's a good opportunity for me to go. So I am here, and I will continue my activity as ambassador of Romania. If will be another opportunity, maybe not near future, of course, we'll see. Because, as I said, I understood Hunza Valley. That was our destination. It's a very beautiful area, and understood that water from Hunza do some miracle.
Very healthy water.
Very healthy water, as you say. So I'm here, not hesitate, but I think nobody is ready now to organize something the next month, next coming months.
Obviously. And do you think that this accident has also scared or spread some kind of suspicion in the minds of your colleagues who are here from various other countries and who travel to northern areas?
I don't know, because after that I was in my house, I was in my office. I said Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, today I will be. So I resumed my activity. I didn't socialize. I didn't meet my colleagues. Of course, we should recognize some kind of scare. Could be. But as ambassador, as a diplomat of one country, we are here accredited to is a task to promote bilateral relations. So this is my point of view. As I said, in the next coming months, maybe it's not possible to organize because after this tragic event, but in the future, we'll see.
Okay. Ambassador, the last thing that I would like to ask you is, now, after all this tragic incident and what happened to you and to your colleagues, you think that you will be serving to promote, as you said, relations between Romania and Pakistan with a greater zeal and with a greater spirit and with a greater devotion?
Yes, maybe more than so far, but what I have done here, I have done is my personal assessment, a good job. I succeed to put on the map of Pakistan, Romania, relation with Romania. I succeed to open 4 honorary consulates in Karachi, Faisalabad, Lahore, recently in Peshawar. I succeed to put in connection business to business. Many delegations from Pakistan, even these days, there are one delegation, around 32 business in Romania. I also succeed to connect culture ties. So for Romania, Pakistan is a great country, great market. We have historical traditions and friendship in our bilateral relation. Last year we celebrate 50 years of diplomatic relation
between two countries.
Two countries. That is good to remind from time to time from history of bilateral relation. Romania was the first country from Central Eastern Europe who decided to recognize, establish diplomatic relation with Pakistan. So we are here. We are a small team, me and other 2 diplomats, but with a task, with a will, to promote relations with your country. It's as I said, not because Pakistan has a geostrategical location, and it's among the country who play the regional role in this, but also we have this huge background of bilateral relations, so we have reasons to promote and develop the relation with your country.
Thank you, Ambassador. नाज़रीन, आज इस प्रोग्राम में आपने पाकिस्तान में रोमानिया के सफ़ीर की गुफ्तगू सुनी। सफ़ीर साहब उस हेलीकॉप्टर में थे जो हादसे का शिकार हुआ नलतर में, और ये मौजूदा तौर पे महफूज है। खुदा ने इनको नई ज़िंदगी अता की है, और उन्होंने ये हमें बताया है कि वो किस तरह उन्होंने 1.5 माह पहले ख्वाब देखा था, और उस ख्वाब में उन्होंने देखा कि ज़लज़ला आ गया और उसमें वो घबरा गए थे, और किसी ने उनको बचाने का एक पैगाम दिया। और उन्होंने ये भी बताया कि जब हेलीकॉप्टर का हादसा हुआ तो हूबहू वही तस्वीर वहाँ पे उन्होंने देखी जो कि उस ख्वाब में थी। ये ख्वाब उन्होंने हमारे साथ शेयर किया है। इसके अलावा उनका कहना है कि उनके बहुत अच्छी ट्रीटमेंट उनको मिली है मिलिट्री अस्पताल में गिलगित के अंदर। उन्होंने पाकिस्तानी अवाम का और अपने दोस्तों का शुक्रिया अदा किया है कि किस तरह इस हादसे के बाद उन्होंने उनको खैर सगाली के, सेहतयाबी के पैगामात भेजे, और उनका कहना है कि वो उसी जज्बे बल्कि उससे ज़्यादा मेहनत और लगन के साथ पाकिस्तान और रोमानिया के दोतरफा ताल्लुकात को फ़रोग़ देने के लिए काम करते रहेंगे। इसी के साथ ये प्रोग्राम ख़त्म होता है। जावेद सिद्दीक़ को इजाज़त दीजिए। खुदा हाफ़िज़। Ambassador, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Javed, I want to tell you something.